everybody, happy Monday. Today I'm going to take you through writing our second sentence about our expert tree groups. You'll notice that the sentences are similar but a little different. You also watched a video about adjectives, listened to a song about adjectives earlier. So I'm going to try my best to show you how to incorporate adjectives into our writing today so that we can really help readers learn as much about your expert trees as possible. Okay? So I'm going to start with the leaves. I'm going to read the sentence and show you the blanks and then give you some ideas to help you. I'm using the honey locust tree, which is a tree that you guys didn't read about, so you can just see my thinking, but you'll use different ideas. Okay? So this one says, the leaves are also, so there's a new word in here, also. That means like in addition to. So you wrote one thing that the leaves are like, but we're gonna write something new about them using an adjective. So last time I said the leaves are green and turn yellow. This time I'm gonna think of another way I can describe them, what they look like. On my computer screen here, I have the book in front of me. That might be helpful for you so you can remember what they look like or remember anything else you learned about them. So I remember that they're round and they kind of look like ovals, not like circles. So maybe I'll say the leaves are also round like ovals. Round like ovals. Okay, now let me sound out the words. Round. Row. Ow. 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 Round. Round like, that's one of our sight words. Round like ovals. Ovals. The leaves are also round like ovals. Okay. And we'll come back to the feedback and the second draft in tomorrow's lesson. All right, let's move on to the next one. I can write one sentence describing the nuts, seeds, or cones from my tree. So in this one, last week you had all of the words nuts, seeds, and cones, and you circled one of them. Today I left that part blank for you to fill in. So the blank are blank. So you're gonna have to think about what they are like. Something else, some other words that you can use to describe them. So when I think about the honey locust tree, I remember that they have seeds in seed pods. And when I look back to my story, I see that they are dark. And I also remember reading that they were sweet. So I'm gonna say the seeds are dark and sweet. I'm gonna try to add two adjectives to mine. So the seeds, I can look up here to see seeds, S-E-E-D-S. The seeds are dark, dark, and sweet. The seeds are dark and sweet. And remember, you're just trying to sound out your words today. Don't worry about trying to have perfect spelling. Just write the sounds that you hear. All right, moving on to the next one. This one is about bark. Remember, you're only writing one sentence. Right now, I'm just showing you all of them so that you know how to write each part, and everybody's parts are covered. This one says I can write one sentence describing the bark. Last time I remember I wrote that the bark was black. When I look back in my story, it says that the bark is also gray, so it can be gray or black, and it also says that there are sharp thorns. So I'm gonna write the bark is also gray and has sharp thorns. Whoa, I'm gonna try to write a lot about this bark. All right, let's get started. The bark is also, remember there's that new word, gray, gray, gray. A, sounds like the letter A. The bark is also gray and has, oh, that's one of our sight words too. The bark is also gray and has sharp, sharp thorns. Orn, thorns. The bark is also gray and has sharp thorns. Notice when I was done with when I was still working on the word thorns, I tapped out each part to see which parts that I got and which parts that I still needed. All right. The next sentence is, I can write one sentence describing how much water the tree needs. This one is similar to, there was a sentence last week about how much sun the tree needs, but this one is about how much water it needs. So remember in the story, it said either some or a lot or a little. So the blank tree needs blank water. The blank tree, okay. Oh, the honey locust tree. I can look back in my story to see how to spell honey locust. The honey locust tree needs blank water. When I look back at my story, I see that only like half of the water is colored in. It looks like this. So that tells me it just needs some water, not a lot of water. So it needs some water. You might add more words like a lot or some fresh water. It's up to you to decide what kind of adjectives you want to use. And my last sentence here says, I can write one sentence describing ways animals depend on the tree. I want you to choose an animal that you didn't write about last week. So last week I wrote about the rabbits, and today I'm going to write about a different animal. I think I'm going to choose the squirrel. And this time I want you to see if you can add an adjective to describe the squirrel or the animal, or describe the food they're eating, or describe how they're eating. You also might want to use one of those words for eat that we learned before spring break. So I remember we talked about eat, munch, chew. So you might get creative with the kinds of words you use here. So I'm going to say squirrels, instead of eat, I want to say munch. Squirrels munch on the seed pods. Squirrels munch on the seed pods. Ooh, and I might even describe what the squirrel is like. Maybe I might say fluffy squirrels. Fluffy squirrels munch on the seed pods. Okay, this is exciting. Let's try it. Fluffy. 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 Fluffy squirrels. Oh, I can look back at my story for this. Squirrel. Fluffy squirrels munch, munch, unch. Fluffy squirrels munch on seed pods, seed pods, pods. Fluffy squirrels munch on seed pods. Awesome. So remember, when you're writing your sentence today, I want you to try to stretch your brain a little bit and add more words than you did last time by using an adjective, a word that describes what it looks like, what it feels like, something like that. And try to think about something new. So you wrote about one part last week. Try to think about something different about the tree. And remember, you can always look back at your story that you read last week. You can always read it again, or you can look back at your notes to help you remember. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.